Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion plays Crusader Kings 2 The Old Gods. We have some very important empire management to do on this episode that might not sound exciting, but by empire management, I mean, in all likelihood, bloody civil war, with many people being beheaded and killed and castrated and blinded. But in any case, the first thing I wanted to show, before we actually get involved with that civil war, is how fucking batshit crazy Hungary looks right now. It's been kind of blobbing out and then imploding and getting sucked back inward for the entirety of the game so far, which we're approaching like 200 in-game years. But now it owns like this area on like the Eurasian steppes, and then some more areas in Eastern Europe. But then also like all of the Low Countries and like this area up here near, I guess, what is my geography of this area is not very good, but like Serbia, and like it just blobs all the way into basically Central Europe. To the point where it's like bordering Switzerland now, which is fucking crazy. And in fact, Hungary at this point may indeed be, it's certainly the largest country, or largest, region. I think maybe the Byzantines are a little bit bigger. But still, they what a weird looking country. Ruthenia as well, looking pretty funky. But in any case, we've got bigger fish to fry on our game. So obviously I'm looking towards conquest at some point, and I'm thinking that I'm probably going to go after Brittany down here, which is very small, very weak. Maybe Mortain, all these like independent counties in here, and Frisia as well, and just kind of take like a ridge along the northern part of mainland Europe that I can then use as a base of operations to push into West Francia, which I actually do have a claim on here, if you can see. Yes, Kingdom of West Francia. And then maybe from there, Spain, but let's not get ahead of ourselves too much. But the most important thing that we have going on in this episode is that if I look at my vassals, I'm sorting by opinion here. My vassals are fucking pissed. And, you know, let's take an opportunity here to, I mean, there's only like 6 vassals that are even remotely positive. Let's take a look at why these guys are pissed off. My guess is too many duchies is a big one. Too many duchies, minus 60. That is a big problem. Too many duchies, minus 60. Let's start giving away some duchies. To our, we can't give it away in our core, we gotta give it away to our existing vassals. So let's find some people who are, we're supposed to give it to whoever owns the de jure duchy, or de jure counties in the duchy. So if we look at like the Count of Bedford here, for example, we could give him, a duchy of something, but what would be the duchy that would actually contain the County of Bedford? Northumberland, Huick, no, Kent, Wessex, East Anglia? Alright, well, apparently this is going to create a lot of civil war. Where is this, Bedford? What region is this in? I don't even know. This is pretty close, though. So why don't we go with that? That'll improve his opinion of me a great deal. We will not include the lower titles, because that'll create a weird situation. And now I'll go back and look at my vassals. Still, you know, pretty pissed at me by and large. But we're going to start swinging this around. Why don't we find another guy who's like borderline on us, maybe like minus 40. I don't know if I consider that borderline. He's the mayor of Glasgow. Let's go with actually the Count of Kent. That seems much smarter. And we will give him, assuming he doesn't have the ambitious trait, which he doesn't, we will give him the Duchy of Kent, and he should become a very happy camper as a result of that. Now again, we'll go back to our vassals. How are they feeling about us? Slowly starting to tilt more people back in our favor. And, you know, we're still way over the duchy penalty, so what about this guy? He's the Count of Suffolk. So if we give him the Duchy of East Anglia, he should be a very pleased man. He's pleased with us. We're not so happy with him, but again, we'll go check out our vassals, see how people feel about us. This guy is never going to like us, but why is that? Desires, oh, he desires like all of our land. Oh, that makes sense because he is also our kinsman. We should probably have him executed. How are our vassals looking? Slowly inching back forward into our favor. We still have too many duchies by what? 3. So, what duchies do we hold right now? Wessex? Let me look at the Duchy of Wessex. That is a effed up duchy. But what about this guy? Oh, we own that and that. But who is the person below us? What about this guy? The Count of Wiltshire. He hates us. But if we grant him the Duchy of Wessex, he might like us a little bit more, and other people might like us a little bit more as well. I have no idea if this is proper vassal management. It strikes me as being a pretty ham-fisted way to get the job done, but, you know, we still have too many duchies. So why don't we, this guy's in the Count of Cumberland up here. He's got some problems going on. I wonder if there's a duchy that I can give him, which will encompass, oh, well, the Duchy of Northumberland encompasses that. All right, so he's going to be pleased with us. Again, we go back to our vassals. And there's only a few who are furious now. I'm going to give away one more because I do have... That's my penalty, right? I just have one over the problem. Or one over the maximum. So what about the Jarl of... Oh, he's already a Jarl. Okay, so let's ignore him. What about the... Is there another Count here somewhere? Baroness. Mayor. Count of Orkno. Which is up... all the way up here. What kind of duchy could I give you that would make this work? No? The Duchy of Skana? Where the heck is that? Is that not in, like, Denmark? Oh my god, I own this land over here? How did I accidentally take over this part of Denmark? Also, why is my marshal there and my steward? That is unusual, to say the least. Alright, well, again, if that ends up dying, then by all means. I thought that... Does that say Britannia? This does say Britannia. Empire of Britannia. I have no idea how I own this shit. This is a total accident. We have fucking Prussia up here in Sweden. Oh, man, these Crusader Kings games get a little crazy after, you know, a few hundred years. This is the weirdest duchy right here. Just these two countries. Sorry, these two counties, I guess I should say. This guy owns both of those. How old is this guy? He's a Jarl. I suppose I could give him another, county, or sorry, another duchy. I could give him the Duchy of Albany. And then he's gonna like me. And how do my other vassals feel? Well, I have... Oh, sorry, those are his vassals. I got very concerned that I somehow made it so I only had 4 vassals and was very concerned. So now, people are less pissed off with me. In fact, many vassals pleased. Is this a good thing? I don't know. I may have just created some very powerful men in Britannia. That being said, I want to look at our factions here. You didn't see it, but when I was doing some, like, research work to see what to do on this episode, there were, like, 20 dangerous factions here. So we need to think about what we've got going on here that is a major problem. Jarl Kentil for England is something that's got to be taken care of right away. Elective succession in Ireland. Who's this guy? The Count of... the Jarl of Jorvik. This guy's causing all sorts of problems. He is a great assassination target, I would say. So why don't we see if we can choose a plot and have him executed. Because if we can kill him before he causes problems, that is great for us. Let's ask our council if they will be interested in joining our plot. No? Oh, they like him too much. Well, maybe we can just have him executed the old-fashioned way then. We might as well check another couple of people just to see maybe our spy master's interested. No, he is maybe not here. He's also so disrespectful that he won't even convert to our religion. There's got to be a better spy master. Yeah, what about this guy? We'll have him scheme in Jorvik to keep this dude from joining more factions, hopefully. And then we'll have him invite to plot. No? What an asshole. Okay, let's look at it the old-fashioned way. Factions, assassinate. Independence for Cornwall. Cornwall always causes problems, man. We want this man killed. 24% chance of success. That's real bad. Imprison, also not great. What if we just send him a gift? It's too much, though. We give him an honorary title? Titer? He could be the, master of the hunt. There you go. And maybe he'll like us a little bit more. And will refuse to go to war with us. But in any case, let us take this opportunity to hold a grand tournament to make our vassals that much more pleased with us. We'll lose 200 gold, gain 100 prestige. People will be excited, though. Grand tournament you can only hold once per ruler, basically, so it's a lot of fun. And we'll see, you know, our king is what? Like, he's 25. He is the perfect age to maybe win this tournament, in fact. Maybe he's a year too old. I'm just saying that because I'm 24, though. Okay, so now, you know, 8 minutes into the video, we're finally going to do something. I totally forgot, by the way, that I should definitely, you know, raise our troops here and just kick these Vikings the fuck out of the province, basically. Or, sorry, the fuck out of the nation. So if I just have all of my dudes walk up here, we should be able to take them out very easily. And I expect that there will be civil war over the course of this episode. Maybe even civil wars. What do we have here? Middlesex and Maurice's host. There are 2 counties that I would love to capture, but I can't declare war on them. I can offer vassalization. Why can't I declare war? Oh, we have raised army levies. Otherwise, we probably could because we own all the Jur territory. So the Vikings have left. Let's just take a quick look here at Dorset, where I can declare war, and there's no penalty for this, so this seems like a great opportunity to do this. How about what is going on here? I'm interested to see what's going on here, because I believe Maurice's host is actually destroying Middlesex, like the capital of England, essentially. London is in there, I guess, at least within Crusader Kings 2. And I want to see what, like, realm this creates if he actually owns the territory, because this is one of those dudes that was like, hey man, It's been great being a part of your empire, but I'm gonna, like, F off now and start my own land, and it looks like he's managed to make it work, believe it or not. Anyway, I think the obvious thing to do here is very quickly declare war on Dorset, which should be an extraordinarily easy kill. I do not understand how we have those Danish lands. In many ways, I don't want to understand how we have those Danish lands. I want those Danish lands. I just don't want them yet. I would much rather wait until, you know, I'm prepared to conquer Denmark. And this is going to be an interesting part because I'm not sure, you know, how to start my conquest of Western Europe. But let's just deal with this grand tournament and, you know, this last remaining, or second last remaining county in England as well before we worry too much about that. So I'm just going to leave. These guys can quite frankly be disbanded to avoid creating... Is this disband? I thought so. 15 units will stand down. Yes. Okay. That is perfect. And then we'll just send these guys down here. These guys are going to Winchester, so we'll stop them from going to Winchester, and then we'll try to head them off right here. If we have to do some assaults to win these sieges, that is okay. 195, 451. I'm trying to find like a sizable fighting force that I can send over here to kind of head these guys off and make sure that they don't have... how did he get around me there? That was crazy. Anyway, we should be able to get up to 100% war score very quickly here. Now, there is a known issue in Crusader Kings 2 where if you hold a grand tournament at the same time, or if you hold a grand tournament and then a war breaks out, the grand tournament just never ends and it just keeps like chewing up your population into a meat grinder. Northernlion, Northern Lionson Banana Dong. Great name. Obviously, I will educate him myself. And where am I? Oh, I am adorned in the Imperial purple here. It took me a while to figure out which word I was supposed to use there. We'll continue sieging the territory. Okay, dragon bows of long shapes have been sighted off of Dunbar. Is this Dunbar? Oh, Dunbar's up here. Okay. England, Scotland, Wales. I thought it might have been my Danish area for a while. Danish area, of course, as a Canadian is my mouth. But let's destroy this. That should take us to 100% war score. Easiest county we've ever taken. And offer peace and force demands, yes. Okay, so now we do have a new important decision to hold a grand tournament. That is weird because I just held one. But why don't we get that out under control so that hopefully our vassals become a little bit more pleased with us. People are being dissuaded from joining these factions, which is awesome. Wait, our aunt is the Queen of Sweden and the Princess of Scotland. Is that how we got this territory somehow? Did I marry off my aunt to the... Or accidentally, I guess, a few generations ago, marry off some lady in my court to the King of Sweden? Maybe I did. I can't remember. I'm sure the commenters won't let me forget. But, again, let's raise some troops quickly and just push the Vikings, again, off of the Isles here, which should be very easy. And then we'll hold the Grand Tournament, which hopefully I don't get charged for again. That'd be disappointing. My son Northernlion makes sure we get exactly the same amount of whatever sweets the cook gives him. He will become just. Hey, good stewardship. Much appreciated. This guy should come over here and just help me butt fuck these Vikings into submission. Oh man, they managed to get away. I did not expect that. Okay. Military management becoming a real issue now as well. But anyway, you go down. And now we will hold this grand tournament. I understand there is a title that can be usurped as well. I think that is something I will do in the future. But for now, grand tournament. There's the 200 gold again because I'm an idiot. And we'll just let this go. I guess that's the way they dealt with the glitch. It's just, you know, if you're having a grand tournament at the time that war happens, the end. Bishop Einar of St. Kentigern claims that he would be a better court chaplain than Egil and petitions that he should be given the title of court chaplain of the Empire of Britannia. What is his learning stat? 21. Real good. What is this guy's learning stat? 14. I apologize. He is my new court chaplain. So that's a very good thing, I would say. And we'll go check out our council. He is like a masterful scholar, which is fantastic. And why don't we have him improve religious relations with the papacy down here? How does the Pope feel about me? Pope Pius, he's not that fond of me. So having this masterful scholar here might be something that benefits us a great deal. So the Grand Tournament should happen any second now, again, unless there is some kind of glitch that is precluding it from existing. If so, well, that kind of sucks for me. There we go. So this is the time for the tournament. There should be no wars during this. Measles are okay, but no wars. I really can't believe that Middlesex won't simply, like, refuse. Oh, our spy master has died. While at the tournament, I joined into a conversation with other lords on how to best collect teeths. I saw a far easier way, and it caused quite an argument among the lords, disagreeing with my stance, but the more I talked about it, the more I convinced myself I was right. But I am right, aren't I? Lose one stewardship. That sucks. At least our domain size didn't go down. Let's see if we have a... Oh my god, this guy is an amazing spy master. 22. Why will he not... Oh, he's leading troops right now. That's weird. Hopefully he stays in our court after the whatever war he's fighting ends, because 22 for a spy master is amazing. So is this tournament still going on? There we go. Jedvard has been crowned the winner of my grand tournament. Yeah, he looks like he works out. He is the spy master of Dunbar. So this is mostly for positive opinion with my vassals. So Barad af Lachlin, his bravery won him second place in my tournament. Fantastic. He's got a better opinion of me now. Jarl Einar of Galloway fought his way to third place. Fantastic. And then we feast, right? The tournament is over, and now it's time to bask in the glory. All right. How do my vassals feel about me now? I'm trying to atone for earlier mistakes. This guy's minus 40, but why? Oh, because he desires my counties. This man has to be murdered. Gilbert Bananadong. My kinsman, he's 18. He hates me. He is not ambitious. In fact, he's kind. That being said, I would still love to see him die. What I will do here is usurp this Duchy of Essex. I want to see what category, counties it owns. Essex, Middlesex, Bedford, Northampton. Why can't we usurp this? Oh, because he's at war right now. Interesting. Can I also declare war on him, or can you not declare war on somebody who's at war? Declare war, claim Middlesex for myself. And then we're going to have to fight these Middlesexians. Okay, that's fine. Why don't we just raise up a few army levies? I don't anticipate this being a problem. We're going to have to wait for those guys to come down. Okay, that is a large fighting force that is going to be incredibly difficult to actually group into something effective here. Let's have all these guys kind of go back this way. We're probably going to lose some men accidentally from me just like sending troops through Middlesex when I don't mean to. And that's going to suck for them. Yeah, there go 100 men. Whatever. Newt claims that he would be a better marshal than Mayor Torgils and petitions that he should be given the title of Marshal of the Empire of Britannia. Okay, Newt, what is your marshal stat? 15. Pretty good. How about Torgils? 12. Alright, well, he is now my new marshal. I'm not crazy pleased with it. We still do have to do some council management because I have... this might be like the vestige of my dad's council, basically, which I don't want to roll with. I would much rather set up my own council, because you never know, maybe I've got some especially important people in my court or something, or especially people who are very good at what they do in my court. Oh, we have botched this again. So all troops that are on the same spot should merge, just to speed up this whole process here. And we should have these guys just come down into Middlesex, and our other army can just chase these guys down, like so, or other armies, I suppose. There's no out for these guys. Like, they're all gonna die. You just choose how you want it to happen, I suppose. So we're gonna send all of our troops now down here, and we will do an assault to end the siege as soon as possible. And then the entirety of the British Isles will be under our control. I will usurp the the Duchy of Essex. Was it Essex or Wessex? I think this one's Essex. And then I will, give that out to somebody who has their county within the de jure realm. I'm starting to think Holmfrid might fancy me. It's not appropriate. I'll take that piety, actually. And just do an assault here to finish this off as soon as possible. But yeah, we've finally, after this, will have achieved our primary goal of subjugating the entirety of the British Isles. So that is something to be celebratory of. Woo! Where's my button here? Oh, Jesus. That is my evil laugh. Anyway, I'll now offer this guy a peace, and that should be done. Alright, so that didn't even cause my domain size to get higher. I will usurp this title in a second. You can't usurp a title from someone who's at war. He's not at war anymore. I own his butt. Count Maurice the Conqueror, the Count of Middlesex. Oh, maybe that's why my domain size isn't larger, because he is still my vassal in this situation. Okay, good to know. Let's lower our troops. And again, let's take a look at our realm here. Or our factions, I should say. Elective succession in Ireland. I don't want to do this. I would like to dissuade you from joining the faction. Who is this? This is the Jorvik guy. Let's look at our council. Okay, so we have a lot of people not doing anything. This guy is not doing anything for me as a spy master right now, because he's at war. But where? Who's he at war with? I gotta look at the county of Surrey. Currently... Okay, he's leading troops. I can't see, though. You probably can, I'm not sure. Anyway, he's abroad right now? Spy Master of Britannia. Well, we're going to lower his opinion of us, unfortunately, because as a Spy Master, he's useless right now. And instead we'll go with this guy, who kind of hates us, but that's okay. So we're going to have him scheme, and he's going to scheme in Jorvik to, again, discourage people from joining factions. Our Marshal, we're going to have research military technology in one of the counties we own. Why not this one right here? What is that anyway? Is that Chester? No. Lancaster. I spent so much time trying to get Chester. Now, this guy is fabricating a claim in Vistergotland. I don't like that. Also, he's a terrible chancellor. This guy is an amazing chancellor. This is the guy that I took from Greece to become a chancellor. Why wasn't he being used? Now we are going to have him fabricate a claim on Holland. Is this... What else does he own? He's the Duke of Holland and the Prince of Brittany. This is where we're going to open our seam into... Western mainland Europe. So we're going to... I don't think I can just declare war on him because we don't have a casus belli. I will look at our weak claims to see what we can press in the meantime, but this is the direction that I want to go. So let's fabricate claims in Holland, and we'll take that over, probably. What is his chance per year? 20% chance of fabricating claim per year is very, very good. Okay, now let's look at our weak claims and see if there's anything I want to press. The county of Bar, where is this? It's in Lotharingia somewhere. The Duchy of Portugal, not that interested. What comes next? Duchy of Northernlion. I don't even know where that is. Can we see? Oh, somewhere up here. Sure. What is this guy doing? That is our steward to research economy tech. Maybe that's a good idea. I can just tell just by looking at these. Kingdom of West Francia might be an interesting one. Where's this guy? King Orfny of Brittany. I can claim so many areas here for existing vassals, but where are they? Oh, that one? That's the one that I want right there. Who are this guy's allies, though? He's 26 allies. Largely dukes, Queen of Aquitaine, and counts, and the Queen of West Francia. Alright, so he's got like a lot of powerful allies, no question. That being said, Duchy of Upper Lorraine, I don't know who that is. We can claim West Francia for our Marshal, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. I kind of want to go to war, but I kind of want to wait like half a year just to see if this civil war ends up indeed breaking out. If it does, obviously that would be very bad. So I still have no idea what's going on in Middlesex here. I can usurp this title now from Essex. So we should do that and then give away this duchy. So let's usurp it. Gives us prestige and costs us a little gold. That's fine. We will now give this away because otherwise our vassals will be pissed at us. And who owns territory in this region? The Count of Middlesex does. So he hates us a little bit, so this makes a perfect opportunity. He is not ambitious, which I always take as a positive, and we will grant him the landed title of the Duchy of Essex, which does contain Middlesex. And fantastic. Now, hopefully we have more or less avoided civil war, although I probably have made some bad decisions. And let's wait till June of this year, and then we'll launch, Jarl Edward I feels I risked too much with my escapades and tried to stop me from risking my life. Oh, man. Yes, please stop risking your life. You're so young. You're only 27, and your son is only 7. You need to live, like, at least another 9 years before I'd be comfortable with you dying. Longer than that if you end up not having a child yourself. Or any more children, I should say. The lady almost ran me down as I entered the hall. Tearfully, she told me that my son, Northernlion, had insulted her again. So this will give him the honest trait, which is not necessarily great. Tell Northernlion that honesty has its bounds and cause him to lose honesty. What does deceitful carry? +3 intrigue, -2 diplomacy. Whereas honesty is +3 diplomacy, -2 intrigue. Let's tell Northernlion that honesty has its bounds. So he's now lost the honest trait. I don't want like net, like weird ambivalent kind of effects. I want everything to have a very clear effect. We've obviously got civil war going on in our nation right now. My liege during my mission to Rome so far has been a success. I have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and pious ruler you are. Alright, we're up to 0 with this guy. Positive, I suppose. Wonder if we can have some people excommunicated. We used to have a very good relationship with the Pope. Oh, shit! We can have, we can have King Onfroy I of Brittany excommunicated. Do you want to do this just for shits and giggles? We don't have very much piety, so I don't want to spend it all doing this. But I do want to go to war with him to claim this county, but I can't claim it for myself, right? She's not independent, of course. Who do I claim it for? Someone who is an existing vassal. The Jarl of Sudrayar. I don't like that guy, though. because he is a dingleberry. How this guy? He's the master of the master of the horse of Mercia and the Thane of Richmond. Maybe it's the Bishop of Saint Albans. Well, maybe we'll go for the Jarl of Sudreyar, even though I don't want this guy to have very much power. And that we want him to claim this region, I guess. So, sure, why don't we go to war? It could be interesting at the very least. Will it go well? I have no idea. But we have declared war, and we will see if we can get the King of Denmark to join us. That is our only ally, apparently. Now we have some problems to fry here. Problems to fry? Fish to fry, I guess. We want to raise our personal fleet, as well as the fleet of our vassals, which we actually have a surprising amount of ships that I did not realize. And we want to send... I wish there was just like a send all ships to most southern port button, but there isn't. So we'll have all of these ships come down this way, and make sure we're not forgetting any. This is why, naval management, not a strong point for me by any stretch of the imagination, but it's kind of an interesting war in that it is going to take us a while to really get set up for it. So there we go. We've got almost... Yeah, we got all of our troops, or all of our fleets, I think, going that way, and then we are going to raise our army levies. Of course, we have 30,000 men from our vassals alone. That has got to be enough to take these guys out. We also have, these 80 men over here in Denmark who are just going to, training exercises, I suppose. And we're going to have all these guys come down into this spot right here, and this is going to take effing forever. So in the meantime, let's not worry about it too much. I'm just going to see what's going on. We got 40 troops over here. May your humors rot in your living body. We can unfortunately not join your wars at this time. All right, that is a pretty bold rebuttal of my hope there. We have more ships coming in. No, this is all the ships. Okay. So if we can get all these dudes to merge into a single fleet. What is this guy? You come out here to Land's End, please. Thank you. And we merge you together. And then we start sending some troops over. Merge these guys up. Can 2,000 men get on this boat? Fuck yeah, 2,000 men can get on this boat. And then we'll before we send these guys over to die, potentially, we'll try to see if we can send over another 5,000 men. Can 5,000 men get on the boat? No problem, senor. And again, the better Navy management is, or the easier Navy management is, the better it is for me in the long run. Now, let's see. We got 8,000 men here. Can these guys also get on the boat? No. Okay, maybe it's time to send these guys over to just land. I'm not at war anymore. Is she independent now? Oh, my God. I just went through all of this. Okay, we could lower the levies, lower the fleet levies, and then we gotta declare war on her independently because she's a ding-dong. Oh, she's currently revolting against her liege. Fantastic. Well, you know what? Let's take one last look at our factions menu. One faction is very strong. It's still elective succession in Ireland. I think we should end the episode here. I think it's been positive. We did a lot of things right. Do we have anything interesting in our intrigue menu? Can we still... nobody wants to kill this dude still. We could hold a feast. Why not, though? What's the problem? The month is at least November. We should hold a feast, I think. Let's wait until November. We'll hold a feast and then end the episode. So our sister was now of legal age. My vassal Jarl Cedric of de Huberth is requesting a lower rank vassal should serve him directly. No, because of our high diplomacy skill, we will just impress him with vague promises instead. I don't want to give him like autonomous vassals. So we're going to let this area sort itself out. I'm hoping that my claim on Holland will eventually come in, and we're going to speed up to speed 5 just to take us into November here so I can do a feast, again, to improve our vassal relations, because that is my #1 concern, basically. And we're picking up gold as we do this as well. So Bengt Orning from the court of Jarl Barrett of Gwynedd has raised a large army of exiles. It appears that we will have a Bengt's host that will be doing something in the near future. Yep, there he is. What a weird... kind of civil war we've got going on here. Maybe that was because of bad vassal management. But in any case, who does this guy own all of Ireland? That scares the shit out of me. He owns the Duchy of Strangfjord. Oh my god, he owns so many duchies. This man must be killed. Execute imprisoned? Lower all vassals' opinions of you by 10, and the execution will cost 20 piety. Apparently banishment is worse. Gives us a lot of gold, though. Ransom prisoner for 145 gold. I'm going to execute him. 10, lowering vassals' opinion by 10 is going to be compensated by the, what was I going to say? By the, feast that we're about to have. I don't know if that was a smart decision, but I don't like that guy for amassing so much territory. And man, if all of Ireland is owned by a single dude, that is not good. I wonder if I could revoke some titles from him. That duchy is so big. He literally owns all of Ireland. This guy is going to be an enormous thorn in my side. Holy shit. I want to revoke this duchy, honestly. But we need to maybe do a plot to do so. So let's get rid of this, and we'll do click to choose a plot. Revoke the... anything. No? Okay. I'm just trying to see... Why are some of these not... right? Apologies for kind of misstepping here for a second. What plots do we have on this guy? I don't want to kill him. I want to revoke his nonsense. Who is this guy? Regent, heir to the duchy. Well, you know, we can see if we can murder him. I don't think many people want that to happen. What a waste of my time. Okay, it's going to be November very soon. And then we will hold our feast and everything will be hunky-dory. But I'm concerned about this brewing civil war here. But in any case, let's just ignore it for now and hold a delicious feast. All my vassals will be there. How do vassals feel about me? Why is this? Tyrant, I guess that makes sense. Raise levies, short reign. All of that stuff I can relate to. Yes, and as usual, I will hire everybody for my feast, even though it's going to cost me a lot of money. And then we'll see what happens when we actually do have the feast here. I'll spend lavishly. So this has cost us like 200 gold. I hereby invite you to the feast. Dear Northernlion II, I thank you for your invitation, but I will not be able to attend your feast. In fact, I refuse to set foot in the same castle as you. Whoa, this guy too? Alright, so we got 2 serious buzzkills somewhere in our court. The guests have arrived. Welcome to my feast. Let's see what happens. Hopefully positive opinions brew. That is my main hope. We are approaching 200 years of continuous rule on the British Isles, by the way. Bishop Sten spoke up and told everyone how great the food of my feast was. I was really glad someone was kind enough to say something nice about the food, given how hard I worked to ensure the food was the best part of the feast. Fuck yeah, Bishop Sten! The acrobats performed somersaults. One of them arrived in a chest seemingly too small to hold a person, but he showed us how he, by distorting his body, could fit in the chest. I hope they use snake oil to do that. Their skills are fascinating but unsettling. Let's use snake oil because it gives us a learning stat. Mayor Ella's plate was still almost full when the acrobat finished the performance, and he applauded almost frantically with a blissed look in his eyes. Alright, so he likes us more. And all of the guests leave the feast, and they like us a lot. Beautiful. That's going to end it for this episode. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you'll stick around for the next episode when we will hopefully make some inroads into Western Europe. 4,000 men in Ireland here, obviously scares the shit out of me, but again, in any case, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.